You're about to hand a stranger the keys to your house, your walls, and honestly, your sanity. So maybe ask a few questions first. It sounds obvious, but most homeowners skip the interrogation phase entirely and just vibe check someone into a $10,000 job. The first thing you want to know is whether they're licensed and insured, and no, a confident handshake is not a license. Every state has different rules, but a legitimate contractor should be able to hand you a license number without blinking, pausing, or suddenly remembering they left something in the truck. Ask for proof of general liability insurance and workers' compensation, because if someone falls off your roof, you do not want that becoming your problem. Without workers' comp, an injured worker can actually sue you, the homeowner, which is the kind of plot twist nobody asked for. Find out how long they've been in business, because 2 years of experience and 20 years of experience are very different things wearing the same tool belt. Longevity doesn't guarantee greatness, but it does mean they've survived enough jobs to figure out what not to do. Ask whether they'll be doing the work themselves or subcontracting it out to someone else entirely. You might hire a general contractor thinking you know who's showing up Monday morning, and then a completely different crew you've never met walks through your front door. Get references and actually call them, because references that never get called are just a list of names doing absolutely nothing. Ask the previous clients if the job finished on time, if the price changed halfway through, and whether they'd hire the contractor again, which is the only question that really matters. Speaking of price changes, always ask for a detailed written estimate before anything starts. A quote that just says, "bathroom remodel, $5,000" leaves so much room for creative interpretation once the drywall comes off. Ask about the payment schedule, because a contractor who wants 60 or 70% upfront before lifting a single tool is waving a flag that is very, very red. A standard structure is something like a deposit to start, payments tied to milestones, and the final chunk held until the job is actually done to your satisfaction. Find out how they handle permits, because some contractors skip pulling permits to save time, and then you find out about it when you try to sell your house years later. Unpermitted work can tank a home sale or force you to tear something out and redo it, which is expensive, annoying, and entirely avoidable. Ask what happens if something goes wrong after the job is finished, because a good contractor stands behind their work without making you feel like you're filing a formal complaint. A warranty on labor, even something as short as 1 year, tells you they're not planning to disappear the moment the final invoice clears. Here's a sneaky one most people forget to ask: who is responsible for cleaning up the job site each day? You don't want to come home to a pile of old tiles, sawdust, and mystery debris sitting in your driveway for 2 weeks like some kind of construction art installation. It's also worth asking how they communicate, because a contractor who takes 3 days to answer a simple text during the bidding phase is absolutely not getting faster once your money is in their pocket. Knowing whether they prefer calls, texts, or a project management app can save you from a lot of anxious afternoons staring at your phone. Ask if they've done this specific type of project before, because roofing, plumbing, electrical, and tile work are all wildly different skill sets, and general enthusiasm is not a substitute for actual experience. A contractor who has done 30 similar jobs is going to spot problems before they happen, while someone figuring it out on your dime is a much scarier situation. Never skip the step of getting at least 3 bids, not because the cheapest one wins, but because it gives you a baseline for what the job actually costs in the real world. If one bid is dramatically lower than the others, that's not a deal, that's a mystery, and mysteries in home renovation almost always get expensive. The bottom line is that hiring a contractor is basically a job interview where you're the boss, so act like it and ask the hard questions. Before the work begins, not after. If you want to learn more about how our company connects homeowners with trusted professionals, check out the links in the description.